So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Stephen Curry, LeBron James out there with Dwight Howard. And it's Duncan in at the 4. Now here's Conley. Outside McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. Howard grabs the miss. Conley against Curry. And he converts the layup.
Curry understands how to take a hit, prepares for it, and makes the necessary adjustment.
Conley with the ball. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Shoots it from the high post. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This guy's more comfortable from that range than most 7-footers. Mr. Towns, such a sweet shooting big.
Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Gobert. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Ooh, Howard with a block.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
James. Pass to Howard. Here's McGrady. 4-3. Offensive rebound. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Edwards, a pass to Conley. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James deciding where to go with it. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Tries again, and the layup is good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 7, and Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Some changes for Los Angeles. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Edwards with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Edwards, a pass to Alexander Walker. Towns outside. Shot clock at 5. Knocked away. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And they're on the break. And finished off by Adebayo.
Yeah, just a tremendous athlete. Bam loves to run. Runs so well at that center position.
Edwards, a pass to Conley. Over to the left wing. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And they're running. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, that's about being opportunistic. OG Anunoby so good at anticipating when he can jump and get a steal.
Now here's Conley. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Edwards. Stolen by Wall. They're running. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, John Wall's such an opportunistic defender. What a great job getting his teammate a look.
Here's Conley. They can't stop the run with that one. Los Angeles leading by 13. Wall for three. And Conley grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Conley.
Well, this is exactly where Rudy Gobert looks to score. The more dangerous he becomes, the closer he gets to the basket.
Anunoby on the wing, covered by Alexander.
Oh, wow.
How special can OG Anunoby be? Show off and show out.
Outside Conley. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3. There's 25 seconds left in the first. To the inside. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Wall. Adebayo from long range. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Edie, that's good.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's Los Angeles leading by 17. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They are just feasting on fast break chances.
Oh, wow!
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Adebayo from long range. McDaniels with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Dozier. Hey, expanding his range. Hits the trifecta. Dozier's got his first 3 points of the game. Los Angeles leading by 12. Here's Edie. That's tipped. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here comes the break. On the take, and he dunks it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group. Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Substitution on court.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Pass to Ingles. Reed with it, guarded by Howard. Here's Dillingham. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Reed with it. Pass to Shannon, 5 to shoot. Here's Dozier, checked by James. And here's Dillingham from the arc.
Well, that miss, to me, created because of Steph Curry's defense. This guy is doing enough to influence the shot.
Puts up a deep 3. Out to James. Second chance shot. James with the focus.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Dillingham. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's McGrady. Connects from downtown. McGrady's got 6.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Dillingham. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Minnesota shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Dillingham taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. There's Howard with the 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I'll tell you, it's hard to guard Dwight Howard when he's hitting jump shots. You love to see him expanding that range.
Here's Gobert. Gobert hammers it home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
And there's 1:45 left in the half. Outside Edwards. Fires from 14. Minnesota again missing. Los Angeles leading by 11. Here's Duncan. Counted from distance. Duncan's got his second basket.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Shannon. Three-pointer. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Duncan. Here he goes. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Conley against Curry. Outside McDaniels. Here's Towns. Howard grabs the miss. So it's Los Angeles now. 41 seconds left in the second. Here's McGrady. He's got 6. Yep, that one goes. McGrady's got 5 points now this quarter.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
The 3, James. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Edwards for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Here's James. Yes, he's still got it. LeBron.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's Los Angeles up by 15. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. How about Bam Adebayo? What an impact he's making.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Los Angeles leading by 15. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. McDaniels at power forward with Towns at center. And it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
A workman-like approach from John Wall. Tries to make every possession count.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul. Here's Conley. He takes it in. Anunoby gets a hand on it.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet, 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
No good with the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
At the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Minnesota trails by 19. It's stolen by Wall to the paint. And finished off by Adebayo.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
And Minnesota with possession here. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Let's hear it for you.
McDaniels passes to Alexander Walker. There's the three. Adebayo grabs the board.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
90 seconds into the second half now. Conley with the ball, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Edwards, a pass to Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Pass to Edey. Over Towns. And it's Edey missing. Minnesota trails by 19. Outside McDaniels. Here's Towns. Back to Daniels. Inside. The shot by Conley, no good. Conley's gone 1 for 6 shooting from the field. Anunoby on the take, and a two-handed jam.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
Anunoby's gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Dozier's checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Mike Conley. And so Towns nails them both.
And this guy is exceptional from the charity stripe. You want a guy like Karl Anthony Towns who can knock these down as a big.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Curry. No good on the three.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Over to the wing. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Dozier. Back to Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. To the middle. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got 10.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Curry looking it over. Drills it from deep. And the Lakers lead by 20.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Attention fans, now on the court.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Los Angeles leading by 18. Fires the three, and Los Angeles another three.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Howard against Towns. Up top, Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Dillingham. McGrady grabs a miss. "27 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota trails by 21. Robbed. Whoa! And he jams it home with authority.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's Dillingham. James with the block.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's Los Angeles delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got James. Stephen Curry is out there with Dwight Howard. And it's McGrady in at the 2. Six to shoot. Drives to the hoop. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
McGrady's gone 5 for 7 shooting. Now Alexander Walker. The 3. On target from range.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Now here's Curry. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Over Dillingham. And he hits the jumper.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Curry's gone 4 for 6 from the field. Now here's Alexander Walker. He's covered closely. Ooh, it's stolen away. And they're on the run. And he lobs it up top. Pass to Duncan. Launches a 3. sinks it from distance. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Reed can't hit. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Oh, and the jam by James.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Dillingham from the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's McGrady. Pass to Howard. Let's go with a three. Here's Duncan. Oh, hey, how about that? Boom, he jams it straight down.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's simple. I mean, when you shoot it like he has, this award is a lock. I mean, up over 60% from the field. That's crazy good. He's given them just about everything he's had today.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. And it's powered home by Towns.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Takes a three. Out to the right wing. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one. Conley with the ball, and it's Young picking him up. Towns for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Towns has got 9 points now in the second half. The 3 from Wembanyama, and the three-pointer goes.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Wembanyama's gone 1 for 2 from deep. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And Minnesota with possession here. From deep, Conley. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Conley's gone only 1 of 7 from the field here. Outside Wembanyama. The 3-ball. And Los Angeles another 3.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Conley finds Edwards. Back to Conley. Up and in on the layup.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
From deep, Wembanyama nails it from beyond the arc.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Shots good by Towns.
Well, this team relies obviously on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
And here's Minnesota now. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jacks up a 3. Adebayo grabs the board. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Anunoby with it. The 3 is up. No good there. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.